I feel my heart pound behind the gorilla area. The smell of sweat and body odor permeates along with smoke and stale beer. My music hits, and I leave the curtain area and head down the ramp to the square circle. As soon as the beat hits, my anxiety is gone. I am no longer Amy. I am Callista Clark, CEO of PWA. Hardcore badass. I have been in wrestling for 5 years, either as a manager or a valet or a co-owner. I have worked with top talent, and I have seen the best and the worst egos in the world. Wrestling, while technically acting, results in real injuries. Wrestling can be scary. Wrestling is mostly acting, and wrestling is real to a point. I have experience with being hit with metal chairs, having my hair pulled, being hit. It can hurt if you don't know what you're doing. One of the first lessons I learned in training was how to take a bump. You also have to learn to think on your feet. Monologues and intros are not pre-recorded. They are not scripted. It comes all from you, right off the top of your head. And you have to be on your game. Excuse me. And you have to be on your A game. And you also have to trust your opponent and your partner. If you are in a tag team setting, you have to trust your partner to see you through and to be able to help you out. Same thing with your opponent. If you don't trust your opponent, then you're going to tense up when you're supposed to be relaxed. And that's how accidents and injuries happen. And while the matches in wrestling are predetermined, both on an independent and a professional level, there is a such thing as what we call in the industry kayfabe. It is basically the fourth wall. And it's an unspoken rule that you do not break the fourth wall, ever. That is why at an event you will never see a heel or a bad guy or a face or a good guy in the same area at the same time. It is very, very frowned upon. Accidents happen both at an independent and a professional level. I have seen a lot of guys, especially at an independent level, who do this thing called juicing, where they will hide a piece of razor in their gloves so that they can pre-cut, which causes more blood. Most guys, they can't have a good match unless they juice. And it's a hazard as far as, who wants to clean up all the blood, and it's disgusting. It really is disgusting. Inventing your persona. Are you going to be a face? Are you going to be a heel? Are you going to be a technical wrestler? Are you going to be a lucha libre? Are you going to be a high flyer? Are you going to... you have to figure out your style before you can figure out your personality. Accidents do happen if you are not careful, if you do not trust your partner, and if you get carried away. And a lot of people do. You can never practice enough. And yes, I do acknowledge that there is a drug problem in the industry as far as steroids go, also water pills, and it is a much bigger problem at the independent level because they're not paid as much, if at all. And so they have more pain because they don't get the help from a doctor, so they're more addicted to painkillers and things like that. Once again, wrestling is something that I love to do, but I couldn't do anymore. And I can't even watch professional wrestling like WWE now because the illusion is totally ruined for me because I know what goes on behind the scenes. So, yeah. Anyway, that's me. That's my speech. That's my life. And I can't wait to hear about you. Have a great day.